Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I just wanted to get on here real quick. I am not in my studio today, but I just had to tell you this. It's just the craziest thing. Sometimes when you're working on something that you are really excited about, passionate about, you think is really important work for yourself. Um, and then it goes along for a while and just nothing comes of it. And so you just feel like giving up. Well, I want to tell you something. And I'll get into the whole manifest thing. That's like a whole topic because it's gone a little crazy with this whole manifesting thing. But anyways, so whatever you want to call it, whatever you're doing right now, whatever you want to have happen in your life. But if it's really important to you, and sometimes it's like, I don't know, you just feel like like mud is in the water and you're like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm flowing, and you take a step back. That's what I would recommend, anyways. Take a step back, don't stop. But this is crazy. And this is why I'm telling you this right now, because I have felt like that lately myself. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if the stuff that I says, is it resonating with you? I don't know. I mean, it works with my clients, but I have no idea. And then out of the blue, I'm getting people that are telling me it's resonating, and I'm thinking, okay, but like it's literally happening in 1 week, like in a week. And I'm like crickets for a year. Crickets. Now a year seems, it's really a long time. It's a long time to be doing stuff that you're sitting there going, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody cares. And then to have feedback in 1 week, like crazy, it made me remember how much that time is not in our control. So, whether you're talking about manifestation, and I'm not saying I don't believe in it, but I think most people don't realize what it really is. So, it's not as woo woo as you think. And if you're going down the woo woo trail and nothing's happening, well, stick with me. I'm going to do a whole episode about it because I think things have gone sideways on that. Anyways, whatever you're trying to create in your life, sometimes you just need a pause. But that's why I love talking about taking a pause, because if you give up, it, it's never going to happen. But if you pause and you keep contemplating it and you don't say no and you don't stop what you're doing, but you just kind of lean back a little bit and just wait, that's when the magic is happening behind the scenes, right? Because we don't get to control time. And it is such an important aspect to understand when you're creating something big. And I'm going to give you an example, because if you're trying to create something big enough that you don't know how to get there yourself, right? If you know how to get there and you're like, okay, I can reverse engineer this and I can make a plan, it's not big enough. It is not big enough. Your life goals should be so huge that you have no idea how to get there. And that's what brings the excitement. But when you have no idea how to get there, you also have to let go enough to let things happen and not to push, and not to push and to push and to push, because that's what we tend to do. We tend to push, and it's like, well, wait a minute. When we back off and let a pause happen, there are things in the background, because again, we don't know how to do it. So if we don't know how to do it, how can we even give it a time frame? We don't know what those activities are that we need to get to that place to get to where we want to go, right? I hope that's making any sense whatsoever. So the time frame is not into us. Is not up to us. And that's where people get frustrated and they quit. And I don't want you to quit. Don't quit making an amazing life for yourself. Don't quit on yourself. Just let it happen. In fact, I have a crazy story that just happened at our house. And our internet systems went down, all communications, everything, TVs, everything. We had zero service for days. Oh, it was not a happy family, let me tell you. And it was, it's crazy. Anyways, we knew what happened. We saw it happen. We saw the physical break happen coming into our neighborhood, and we saw who did it. We saw everything, and we could not get to the right person just because the communication industry is so big. They don't give you an avenue to actually talk to a real person that can do anything about it. I'm like, we could tell you what happened so you can fix it. Oh no. So we're talking days. So instinctively, I'm like, okay, I know what happened. I've got a call. So I started doing things, right? I started calling people and doing things to try and get help. And I was listening to people and they're like, well, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do this. Try this number, whatever. And I'm calling people and I'm texting people and I'm putting it on Facebook and I'm doing all of these things. And finally, I got to the point where I'm like, it's 2 days in now, zero. I mean, this is like work stoppage for my entire neighborhood. A lot of us work from home. And we have to do other things. And I do like my TV. And I couldn't stream, guys. I couldn't stream. I mean, I could stream on my phone, but that's no fun. Anyways, so dumb. But anyways, so finally I got to the point where I've like done everything I know how to do. And I was like, because I'm like, okay, what else? And all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, I've actually done all the things that I know how to do. Then it was like, I just felt like, okay, there's nothing else for me to do other than pushing on things that probably aren't going to be helpful. Really didn't feel like there was anything else I could do at this point. And I thought to myself, wait, I know how to do this. The timing is not up to me. I've done everything I could do. I even called the fire department. Okay, I've done all the things. And I thought, you know what, this is the time to back off and let everything that you've done happen and let the things in the background happen. And I am not even joking. Within the hour, I get a physical knock on my door and I go screaming out there and I'm like, this better be the company, right? And I open the door. It's literally the dude from the company. He's got a badge on. And I started laughing so hard I fell over on the ground because I'm like, I couldn't believe it because I literally just stopped and I was like, okay, it's time for you to stop pushing. There's nothing you can do. Let this happen. And so knowing sometimes when you are pushing and pushing and pushing for things to happen, you've got to realize when you start feeling like, oh my God, I'm pushing now and I'm not allowing things to happen anymore. I'm just pushing. That is the perfect time for a pause because time is not up to you. And it can be the most frustrating thing. I've been sitting here for a year talking to everybody with nobody saying anything. And I'm like, okay, but I feel like people need help with this. I mean, I know this for a fact because I know my clients are like, they want this help and people are paying for this. So I'm like, wait a minute. I know people need this right now. I know people want more freedom. I know people want a better life. So I had to take a pause. And so I did. And I took a pause with our communications. And I'm telling you, it's weird when it clicks because you're like, oh yeah, I could feel it. I was like, oh yeah, time to pause. And then that's when the magic happens. So let the magic happen for you guys. I mean, goals and all of that are great. Milestones are great. But when it comes to the big stuff, sometimes we really have to surrender and let go. And we have to do the things. We can't just sit on a couch and meditate and say, I'm manifesting. There's a whole bunch to that that I will speak on. But you have to do things. You have to have, and don't get me started on inspired action and all of that. Yes, you have to take action. You do. And it needs to come from a place of, oh, right, I've got to do this. That's really what inspired action is. It's just, again, too much information out there is getting confusing. Just take your pause and remember the timing is not always up to you. It's not up to you, but that doesn't mean you should stop. Allow the pause to happen. Take the breath and don't give up. I guess I'm talking a lot longer. I thought this was going to be like I don't know, like a 1 minute, I can help you kind of moment, but I hope that helped. Please just take care of yourself. Welcome to the Ultimate 180. Thank you for being here. And if you need more, let me know what it is you want me to talk about. I bet you I got a million of them. All right, take care.